Could you tell us what is your name, please?
My name is E.P. Menon.
E.P.
Prabhakar Menon.
E.P. Prabhakar
Menon.
Menon.
Yeah.
Could you tell us your function in life?
Well, when I was growing up, I should say when I was 16 years old, I started thinking about the world. And I came to a conclusion that the world should be different. And I should work for it.
And what made you come to that conclusion?
My father was a police officer. And he served the British Empire. Before India got freedom in 1947, he retired. So his whole thinking process was very much in tune with the British Empire. Whereas I was growing up in the independent India, though I was born in the non-free India,
Okay.
but I was growing up in the free India. So I had certain basic questions which were not in agreement with my father's views. So that became the point.
Okay. But today you are involved with an organization. Could you tell us the name of that organization, please?
I created an organization called India Development Foundation.
India Development
Development
Foundation.
Foundation.
Okay. And what's the main objective of that foundation?
3. Number 1, I want to encourage the youth of India to think differently, act differently, work differently for a new India. So young people.
In which respect new?
Socially, economically, and politically, we need change. I will call it total revolution, if I put it that way.
Okay.
We need a total revolution in India.
And why did you need that for?
To change the society's old structures, which are very inhuman in many ways, but there are so many good values involved in that. So I want to retain the values, demolish certain structures, create new structures. So youth power is most important.
Which values do you want to maintain?
Humanistic values.
And which values would you like to improve?
Our society is in a terrible mess because of caste system. You have heard of caste system in India. Hundreds and thousands of different sections and castes, and so many bad values are. For instance, there is a word called untouchability. One human being should not touch the other human being because a different level of the society. These are the kind of things I want to do.
I see. Okay. So today you're in Racquet League for what purpose?
Because when I was growing up, I had a great philosophical understanding, which was Indian thinkers' contribution to the world. The world is one family. World should be one family. And today when I look, after 55 years in Racquet League, we are working for that. So I'm delighted to be with all of you here.
Okay. So what are the points that you would like to promote or push or suggest?
Number 1, we need to be human beings first. Today we are divided. The world is divided into caste and communities and religions and nationalities and Europeans and Americans and Indians and Pakistanis. This division must go. In our psychology, I think all the borders were created by us. So we should demolish what we don't need for the future. So I'm interested in the future of humanity. Therefore, in India, I emphasize on young people, plus children. In India, children and women are very highly exploited groups of people. Women, all levels. Children, very much exploited. So I'm working at 3 levels, children, women and youth. That's my work in India. But worldwide, I'm a world citizen because I walked around the world in 3 years, walked without a penny in my pocket. And to me, that was my great achievement, because dependence on money is a problem in the world today. So I proved myself, I don't need money in this world for survival. But survival is different than other things. People looked after me all over the world.
What do you believe the world's government could do, for instance, with an organization like Children Now?
I think it is the responsibility of all national governments, international organizations, and United Nations to make a collective commitment that children of the world today are the future of humanity. They must be completely and fully looked after. No excuses. That's my commitment. You are doing that kind of work. I'm very happy.
So how would you see the two organizations working together as an example?
Oh, you mean our two organizations?
Well, your organization, the World's Parliament, and Children.
Oh, sure. There are a lot of potentials to work together.
Do you have any ideas of how we could put it together? Like, for instance, what could the world government do for that?
Yeah, world government can only make policies, but the actual implementation should be through the organizations in which you and I are involved. Implementation is our responsibility. Policy, yes, the world government, world parliament, which we are now working on, should make policies. Within these policies, we should work. They cannot do anything else. But our duty is to implement it. How? Each country, each region of the world has different levels. Accordingly, we have to.
Do you believe that the world government could maybe help finance these kind of projects, or emphasize the countries to support it, or what would you say?
Yeah, it can work both ways. Let's say, since now world government is the formative process, we are forming the world government, which may take another 20, 30, 40 years. In the meantime, we need to take help from concerned people, committed people, not everybody. Like for example, Coca-Cola. I am very much against Coca-Cola making enormous profit and throwing some few chips to you to take care. No, they have a responsibility. Are they welcoming the responsibility? Then I will. No, they don't have responsibility. Like Dick Cheney in America making money for the armaments. I said, no. I take certain definite positions like that.
I understand you had the opportunity of reading the Manifesto Gaia 2031.
Yeah, I was impressed by that. Last night I read it before I went to bed. I'm impressed by that because you mentioned very simple facts. Like you said, between 1990 and 2005, many wars and conflicts took place in the developing of the world. Why these happened? This is a basic question. Why these conflicts took place there? Why not in Europe and America? And now this is very futuristic. So you have touched some crucial issues. That's very important.
How would you see that manifesto handle or launch or?
I think the manifesto is an instrument of education. It can be used in a systematic way by people like us who can interpret it properly to the people. Interpretation is very important. Suppose I go to a school or a college. I'll take the manifesto and explain to them that why we are doing what we are planning to do for the future. So
Okay.
It depends on us, our interpretation.
Well, in 30 seconds, is there anything you would like to add?
Sure, I'll say, think of our humanity, forget the rest. Work together collectively, then we can create a better world.
Well, it was nice talking to you.
Oh, nice meeting you.
Keep,
Thank you.
Keep up your good work.
Yeah.
And may we all work together.
And we should collaborate, work together.
Especially for
We
the
can
children
make it.
and humanity.
Yeah.
Good.